Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. And we have escaped the sorrow. Hopefully we've got the camouflage and we now need to get our stuff back. Now if you don't take out that transmitter, you'll have to deal with the Ocelot unit in this area. That's not really right or decent for for you, because it can affect things in many ways. It can make things a lot harder for you in this area. However, there is a snake, like I said in the last video, a very rare snake, which only appears in this area. I don't even know if it's going to be... Yeah, you don't want to eat those things.
You got some instant noodles, huh?
Instant noodles.
I see you found some Flyagaric mushrooms. The Flyagaric is a relative of the death cap mushroom that grows only in that region. You'll find it growing on the ground, but it's poisonous, so if you pick one up, don't eat it. If you do eat one, go into the survival viewer immediately and use Cure to take some antidote.
Snake, come here for a minute. There's something in here. It's so hard.
Oh. When did it get like that?
Hold still. Let me do it.
You know, I've been trained to do this kind of thing myself.
Just relax and let me handle it.
Okay.
I can't believe how small it is.
Yeah, but it gets the job done.
Really? Here, lift up your hips.
Like this?
Yeah. How's that?
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, everybody tells me that. Hold steady, I'm not done yet. There, a transmitter.
Is that how they do it in the KGB?
Sometimes. Would you rather I did it American style?
But how'd you know there was a transmitter lodged there? That's some female intuition you've got. Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west. It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
Well, what do you think? The Shagohod's booster unit uses liquid fuel. The fuel tanks are in the main wing of the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to blow up the entire hangar. There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy the hangar, you'll have to set explosives on each of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
It should be no sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's completely deserted.
Not quite. They've still got guards posted there.
So what do I do after I set the C3?
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
Mm-hmm. America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out. Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the 2nd floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living.
Huh?
When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you. Huh?
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double-cross me.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
Okay, we've got all our equipment back. Now, the Sorrow's uniform should be in not face. Thank you. Ah, look, spirit. Not exactly what this one does, but I suppose we'll find out. Okay, so I think the thing we want is somewhere in here. I'm aiming to get to beyond the bike chase today. Right, let's keep that out. We'll get rid of that. Do that and that and that and that and that.
I'm gonna puke.
Right, we need to also put let's get rid of the cigar, get rid of the camera, put the night vision on. Put the cardboard box on as well. These are things you can collect through the whole game, but I haven't got them all though. So there are 100. I only managed to get them all once, and it took me a lot of attempts. Had to look up most of where they all were. Right, time to get back into Groznygrad, I think. here? Oh, cardboard box B. That cutscene before actually did pretty decently, so I might just leave that one in. Well, I probably am going to leave that one in, to be honest with you. Didn't lag hardly at all. Right, time to call the Colonel. Or the Major. Keep calling him Colonel. It's the Major. Major.
Snake, you've got to destroy the Shagohod. It's located in the hangar in the main wing of the weapons lab. To get into the hangar, use the door just inside the main wing as you enter it from the second floor of the east wing. Start out by heading for the east wing of the weapons lab.
The Shagohod is in the hangar of the main wing of the weapons lab. You can get into the hangar through the door located at the entrance to the main wing on the second floor of the east wing. Hurry!
Freeze.
No, wait!
I want to find the prison quickly, because I don't think you find out what happens to Johnny.
Who's that?
What happened? Where did that come from? There's nothing here. Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm in HQ.
This is HQ.
Control here. Lost me. Enter high alert. Who's that?
I'm really curious to find out what happens to Johnny. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm actually going to search this. What? Oh, it looks like you can't find out what happens to Johnny.
What's that sound?
Okay. Time to deem the famous camouflage or scientist again. Right. Let's go and
I see you've captured a giant anaconda. The giant anaconda is believed to...
oh, I've already heard this one.
I see you've caught yourself a Sunda whistling thrush. The Sunda whistling thrush is a bird native to Java and Sumatra. It's distinguished by its large blue body and long beak. It really stands out in the forest. If you're aiming to catch one alive, use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So,
How does it taste?
yeah,
I don't know.
you don't know.
The guide doesn't say. I guess there's no reason you couldn't eat them.
Oh, I see.
But it's nice and plump, so I'm sure it'd make a hearty meal.
That's a good point.
I see you found a Bicol scaly tooth. The Bicol scaly tooth mushroom is used as an antidote to poison. It usually grows on the trunks of trees, so look for it there. I see you've got yourself a ration. Rations are portable meals carried by Soviet soldiers.
No, they're not.
Huh?
They're disgusting portable meals carried by Soviet soldiers.
Hey, you should be grateful. Those things are designed to last. No matter how long you keep a ration, it'll never go bad. And they're surprisingly good for you, too.
I'd take a snake over this any day, even if it's a little rotten.
You are hopeless.
See, if you actually talk to her about a lot of stuff that you can't encounter, she says some quite funny stuff. Now, in one of these lockers is a uniform. A technician uniform, to be exact. Here. Just what I needed. If you heard that, that was my cat meowing at me. Oh. She clearly wants to come and see me.
Snake, I see you've managed to sneak into the hangar.
Yeah, the Shagohod's in here.
The completed Phase 2 Shagahod represents a grave threat to the West. We can't allow it to be mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagohod. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagohod to turn the cold war into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagohod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo, like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plan a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
Just like TNT.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
The C3 charges all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop. So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
We're counting on you, Snake.
Alright guys, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to call this a video because the next bit is going to be quite lengthy with cutscenes. There's quite a lot in the next video that's going to come up. It's probably going to be over an hour with hopefully cutscenes that won't lag, but I will have to replace them if it does. The problem is that because it's so long, I'm going to try and split them up if I can. I'm going to do my best. It might be that I'll just have to separate them into separate videos at different points, just to manage them better, like manage the cutscenes better. That might be the only way I can do it. I can't see any other way I can do it. So for now, guys, we're going to save the game.
Do you want to save?
No, I don't want to save. I just called you for no reason. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Snake, have you ever seen On the Beach?
No, I don't know it.
It's about the survivors of the Third World War. The entire northern hemisphere is obliterated in a nuclear holocaust, and it's only a matter of time before the few survivors left in the southern hemisphere are poisoned by the deadly fallout. Their only hope is an American nuclear submarine that escapes to the southern hemisphere. They set out for the Arctic to investigate the fallout. The movie came out in '59, and the year that the war was supposed to happen was 1964. In other words, this year.
Nice warning. Let's hope it stays just a movie.